Hey everyone, it's Swazzer, and today we're going to be playing some Cities Skylines. So this is one of my favourite games. It's a lot like SimCity, but in my opinion, better, by quite a long shot. So I do enjoy playing this quite a lot. As you can see here, I've got quite a lot of different cities. So what we're going to do is we're going to start a brand new city, and we're just going to build it from there. We'll make this into a bit of a series. You can put input into what you think I should do with the city. I do have natural disasters turned on, so those can occur, but we'll see what happens. I do need to warn you, I'm not exactly the best in the world at building, so it's not going to be some big and massive elaborate city. We'll call this city to start with Swazzer City. Nothing elaborate, just do that. So from there we'll just start the... Oh wait, what map should we choose? Cliffside? No, not go for Frosty. We'll start off with a simple one for now. Nah, not the Grand River or the Green Plains. Maybe the Green Plains. Yeah, we'll go with Islands. Oh, we have to rename it. There we go. So, let's begin. Okay, so obviously we're starting it. We're playing on the PS4 version, so we've not got all the mods and things that would get on the PC version. So we're a bit more limited, but at the same time we still have plenty of space to do what we want to do. And plenty of tools to do what we want. So to begin with, what we're going to do is we're just going to create a little... there. Delete that. And now we've got access to our roads. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to change the audio a bit. Yeah, that works. Okay, so now we've got some roads. So we're going to build this out a bit. Okay, we'll do that. And same there. And we'll just build it out 10 and 10. And then again 10 and 10. So now we've got the starting points for the city we want. 10 and 10. And 10. Nope, we don't need to do that. Okay, so what we'll do here is... Okay, so we need to change the road direction. There. And there. Okay, that's brilliant. And now for straight roads. Now, what I want is we'll have a little look, see what we've got in terms of info. So that's good for foresting, whereas this land is good for making into farmland. I think to start with we'll put our industry over about here instead though. So we'll have this come down a little bit. Now as you can see, this line here is 10 units. So, and it only appears when you get to 5, see? So there we go, so we'll go up to 10 units that way. We'll go up to 15 there. Okay. 15. 10. And there we go. So what we're going to do here is build that up there. Just as a little, you know. There we go, and now we've got a little bit of city set for industry. Make this one 20. Nope, what I want to do actually, I want to have this one going a bit more. So we'll take it to about there, there, and there. We'll create a little roundabout in here. And this should allow us to have a nice little bit of residential here without any, or without too much traffic problems. So we're also going to create a little bit here just to give it a little bit different, so it's not all just squares all the time. So that should be great to start us off with for our residents and obviously for our industry. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll put a little line up here just to make sure we can fill as much space as possible. So next we have to get this. Not ideal. Also, the darker these areas are, the more it's going to produce wind energy. That means it's more windy. So we'll put our wind turbines here. Now, I know this is cutting across here with the roads, but these are only temporary until we've got enough citizens and we can start building outwards. So it's not going to be like that forever. Obviously, these arrows show you which direction the water's running, so you don't want your sewage pumps upstream from your water pumps. So we're putting our water pump here. And we'll put our sewage pump here because the sewage is going to leak out into the water. So we'll put it here and here. Not ideal, but okay, there we go. And now we will just place it over here. Okay, so now we've got our water and our power set up. So what we'll do next is we will produce some buildings over here. So let's see. Now I like to try and create little neighbourhoods as well as our main bits. So like in here, a little bit different from the rest, so it's going to be a little neighbourhood. We'll also put a little shop here. And maybe a shop down here. And then we can fill the rest of this bit with residential. Perfect. And then over here we can put some industry. So what we'll do is this and that and that. There we go. That should help us off with a little starting point. So what else have we got? We've still got 18,000 left, so we can see what we can do about adding some more roads. I'm thinking what we should do is maybe a little neighbourhood down here. Okay, and we'll make it freeform. There we go. See, so it's a little neighborhood in there. Also, what we can do now is we can just do this and that. Oh, not the most beautiful of pipes, but it gets the job done, so I'm happy with it. We can also maybe, well, what we'll do is we'll make some adjustments to this later on, so we'll leave some money for now. And what we'll do is we'll speed up into the 3 times speed, so we can start to see our city grow and develop. Oh wait, I now see what we forgot to do. So everything needs power, including... Ah crap, didn't mean to end that. And there we go. Okay, now everything has power. And also, as you can see, there's little bits of water coming out. You'll see it a lot more later on. There'll just be a permanent flood of water coming out with that. Okay, and as you can see over here, we do have buildings starting to build. So our first citizens are beginning to move in. So, let's have a look-see, shall we? It's not too bad at all. Quite like that. That's a pretty nice house. I would not mind living in that house, having that balcony. Yes, please. Although that is a lot more like the houses I used to live in, but also we had more floors and not roofs in the attic. So obviously no industry yet. Oh, we seem to have a little bit of an issue here. What's going on? Ah, okay, so what we've got here is we do have a slight road issue. So when we're building this, I forgot to change the direction of the road. Okay, so now it's sorted and now people can actually leave the city. Well, to be fair, I don't think there'd be much of an issue for us if we just refuse to let them leave. No way they can escape, move out then. So let's see what else we can do here. Maybe turn this little spot here into a commercial zone. So what we can do here is literally just create a square of commercial. There we go. And then from there we can continue with our residents. So we'll just build here as well. Okay, and there we go. So we've got the first. So our city is officially beginning to start. We haven't got much going on here. Actually, we're going to pause it here. Is what we're going to need to do is we are going to need. Ah. Well. There's the issue. Okay, what we'll do is we'll refund that. Okay, and we'll try it maybe from about here. Not ideal, as it does mean we're gonna lose some buildings, but these things happen. There we go. See, now we've got a little road between the industry and the housing for people to get to and from work. I forgot about that at the beginning. Rookie mistake. So I am sorry for that. And now we're losing money, but that's normal at the start. You'll always lose money before you start to gain it. And there we go. We've now gained our first 41 people in the city. We should start seeing cars and stuff going around as well. You will also obviously see your citizens walking about too. So, let's see. And obviously, as well as that, you will see cars and trucks and stuff leaving from these buildings. At the moment, because we've just started your city, we've only got the basic industry. We've just got normal pollution industry. We can't get what we would normally get later. Later in the game, you can set districts, and from districts you can create better different types of industry, such as forestry or farming, which are a lot less pollution-y. You can also make things like ore or oil, which a lot more pollution-y, but also gives a lot more resources. So we'll set that bit there. Now I don't want to set industry or houses right on these laybys, can't speak, so I don't want that. I don't want to create too much traffic problems right as you come into the city, so these bits here will be left untouched. So, as you can see, so what have we got? So we don't need any commercial, which is why these spots here haven't been built in yet, but that will happen in time. Obviously in time you'll be able to get more stuff like garbage stuff, healthcare, fire, police, education, all different transports, trains, buses, taxis, metros, trams, parks and trees and stuff, roads, unique special buildings, and even landscaping, so terraforming the land to an extent. But before that we need build-ups. And obviously if I wanted to I could select disasters. These are free to use, but I'm not going to do that now. Maybe later when we've got an established city, if you decide you want me to do that, then we'll do it. But for now, nah, we'll just let our city grow naturally. If a disaster happens naturally, as it can happen on their own, then we'll deal with it then. So let's see. So our electricity is fine. We're producing 18 megawatts and we've only got 6 being used. We will need to keep building more of these as we go on. Thankfully later in the game we get more things like wind turbines that produce more electricity. We get hydropower plants, solar plants. We've got a coal power plant and oil power plants, as well as nuclear and wave powers. So we've got options to grow things later. So what we'll do is, so we're needing more residential, so we'll do this now. See, we've got residential appearing there. So, same as with the laybys, I don't want to build on the roundabouts either. So this seems like a good way of doing it. There we go, we'll delete those two. And you see this. Oh, and we've reached our first milestone, Little Hamlet. So with this we've unlocked taxis, loans, garbage, healthcare, education, landfill site, medical centre and elementary school. Fantastic. So what we'll do is we'll build that there. So I'll just pause the game for a second just so we can finish this. So we've got that set. That should help with our population. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll set our taxis. Now I tend to find 12 is the highest you can go before people start complaining. So we'll go for 12. We can also change our budgets and take out loans, but we're not going to bother doing that at the moment. Tend to only do that if we really need to, and obviously with each bit of each milestone you get money. That's why we're up to 18,217 now. So what we'll do is, I think the first thing we need to do is always to place a garbage site, so we'd put a landfill in. And then from there we can try and build yet another little town. Or not town, but you know what I mean. So what we can do is we'll put some more water in. Okay, so that means this bit here can be built on. So I think the first thing we're going to do here is, no, we need electricity. As you can see, we're reaching the yellow zone. So we're going to put in another wind turbine. And that should help us. And as you can also see, our money is in the positive now, so we're gaining money rather than losing it. Like I said in the beginning, you'll always lose money at the beginning, and then you'll start to gain it back. So that's fine. These symbols mean there's not enough workers, but that's fine. As residential grows and more people move in, more workers will start to go there. So that's fine, it's just a matter of time for that. Okay, so what else have we got here? Okay, so residential is fine. We've got plenty of residential zoned, so it's just a case of waiting for that to all be built. Let's see. We've got enough, but it's always good to stay on top of that, so we'll place another one of these for now. So it puts us right down in terms of money, but we'll build that back up. You don't have to worry about this, even though it's not joined on, it will get connected on eventually. For now, people will not even go up there. Especially on this one, because this is a down road, so people would have to be up there to come down. So from here, people just come down and out. And for here, they'll just go up and turn it, like that truck there. So rather than going up there, they'll just ignore it. Now obviously, as you can see, there's plenty of people walking, including some with a dog. Look at that, it's a doggo. No, two doggos. We've got two doggos and people walking them to work. Pretty good. I wish our jobs in real life let us take our dogs and pets to work. Certainly make my job a lot better if I could just sit down and pet an animal instead of having to just work. Another great thing about this is, if we just pause this for a second, we can actually highlight it. So the owner is Howard Wilson. He works at Landfill Site and resides at the Beechwood residence. We'll set it to follow, and we can actually follow his car, which is really interesting. So you can actually follow one car and see whereabouts in the city it goes. And there's his house and his family. Oh, nope, his family is up here. Don't know why they didn't just park at their own house. They've literally got a garage. Instead, they're parking in front of this person's house. Because that's just rude in the way they do things. I think that house may be having a party. Okay, so obviously, as you can see from our little bars down the bottom right hand corner, residency is growing more. So we are going to need to deal with that. So what we'll do is we'll create some residency places of residence. We'll also place a little shop here. Okay, that's brilliant. So what we'll do is we can now fill this area. And this should, yep, as you can see, it's starting to build more houses here. So that's good. We don't want to run out of places for people to live. That's like the big #1 problem you want to try and avoid. So we'll put this up to 15. And 15. There we go. Okay. And there we go. So we've got more space for industry as well now. So what we'll do is we'll just fill this area here. Yep, there we go, and that'll allow us to do that. Okay, so these icons mean they've got garbage piling up. Unfortunately, nothing we can do about that. In time, the garbage trucks will come from here and make their way over to them all. So it's just a matter of time those will disappear. So let's see what else we've got. So for a medical... Oh! We've reached our next milestone. So now we've got districts policies, second loan, district specializations, and service policies. Fantastic. Obviously, new areas means we can buy more land. That's always helpful later when you start expanding your city. Fantastic. So let's see what we've got. So we need a health centre, so we'll put this... Yeah, we'll put this here. And see, that makes everyone very happy. Now, I think in terms of the firehouse, most important is our industry, so we'll put that there. Obviously, if needed to come over here, they can still just take the bridge to get there. So that's pretty good. So let's see. What else do we now need for the city? Obviously, as you can see, we've got new roads available. So what we'll do is, I think, we'll start expanding it into bigger roads. And not enough money. Okay, so we'll leave that there for now, and when we start gaining more money, we'll start building onto it. And, you know, basically creating more space. We'll pretty much cover this entire area as much as we can without being too overcrowded. But we will create. Eventually we'll build outside of this area. As you can see, areas. We've got 4 areas we can expand to. Each time we buy one, another areas around that will open up too. Up to a full amount of 9. Which I always thought was a bit weird. I'd rather it was like 8. Or even, yeah, just so... Yeah, 8, that was a nice even number. That way you don't end up with one bit that's isolated from the rest and just sort of sticking out like a sore thumb. Also, as you can see in this game, you do get day and night cycles as well as weather. So we can see what happens. So the garbage is piling up. Some people aren't very happy with it. And what's that? That's an industry building. It's operating, garbage trucks in use. Why is there... Okay, so the garbage trucks are in use. It's just being a bit complicated about it all. Obviously, the bigger the roads, the more expensive they are as well. So that's something you always have to look out for. So what we'll do is we'll build out here. And build there. We'll leave it for now, let us gather up a bit more money. Oh, and we're now beginning to lose money and lose power. So what we'll do is we'll put these in effect. These will take your money down a bit at the beginning, you'll be losing income. But it's worth it in the end. So we'll put those on to begin with. We've got no other things available. Okay, so that's fine. So we should see our electricity start to go back up. Yep, and as you can see, the little bar is moving slightly. Not ideally, we should have another turbine. We can get that soon. What we'll do, actually, is we'll take a little loan. I don't like taking these loans, but sometimes you have to at the beginning. So we can use this to build more turbines. There we go. That should keep the city going for a while in terms of power. So as you can see, our money is at minus 877 income, which means we're losing that much money each week. But in the end, it will start going back up again. So we just need to give it a bit of time. Let's see if we can try and build something into this first. Okay, it's better than nothing. So, let's see if we can maybe build into here as well. Nope. Okay, it's better than nothing. As I said, it's not ideal, but sometimes these are the things you have to deal with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little building commercial there. And we'll build our commercial up here as well. There we go, that should help. Once we start getting more houses, more money comes in, and we should be okay. So, let's see. So I really don't like the fact that the garbage trucks don't seem to be working with these houses. What we will do is, once we've started getting money again, we'll expand this and build yet another bridge, so we've got more areas of connection. Because it's always good to have some bridges around. You want alternative routes. So we've got crime going on here too. Okay, so it seems we are having a little bit of an issue with money and things going on. If people are unhappy, we'll lose money. So what we'll do is we'll take that loan and we'll put a police station in. So what I want is, I think I'll put the police station up here. So it helps all of that area. Doesn't really seem to help over here, but that's fine. We'll put another police station here. You can never have too many police stations. And we'll also put a little elementary school right there. Your citizens will always thank you for that. So what about our electricity? So electricity should be fine for now. Okay. Power output. Okay, so I really don't like using these, but I think we might have to just for the beginning anyway. So we'll put a coal plant there, and that should help us a bit. So let's see. So the city is starting. Oh wait, while we've got it, may as well try and finish this bit too. There we go. So we've got that sorted. And again, we've ran out of money, but these things happen. We can always fix it later in the game. So what we can do is maybe, how much we got? Not enough money for any type of rebuilding. That's fine. So we start the game, and as you can see, crime is becoming a thing, but it's beginning to go down. As you can see, we've got our police cars going around. Completely skipping that house, why not? But we've got plenty going on. This house isn't happy with its level of garbage, so we'll see what happens. If it comes to it, what we might have to do is, well, change, nope, wrong area. Policies, that's what I'm looking for. So we'll take off that and that, so it's just a power usage. That should help our money again. So we really don't want our money to start going massively downhill. As you can see, we're starting to gain money again. So we went from being minus 4,000 to just over minus 3,500. So that's fine. So it will probably take a few minutes, but we'll be able to expand our city again pretty soon. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll build a bit of... see, what we can do is we'll use this area here for yet some more commercial. The more commercial, the more residents will come in, because they'll have somewhere to shop and work. So that should help quite a bit. Also, as you can see, our money is going down quite drastically now, so we should pretty soon be back to gaining money. Oh, and we've just gained a milestone, so we've now got given a bunch of money, so we can now put more stuff in place. So we've now got a lot of trees and parks and things we can put in as well. So what we'll do is we'll pause it there. See, we've now got 13,000, so we'll see what we can do. Now what I want here is I want a little area like this. So it's just a small little neighbourhood. That's all I wanted there. See, and it's just a case of landscaping your areas. So what we'll do now is we'll build a little tunnel. Actually, I think what we'll do is, since people are complaining about the garbage, we'll build another garbage site. There we go. So that should help with the garbage too. And before we run out of money, what we'll also do is we'll place water. So last thing you want is to be unable to build somewhere because of the lack of water. So I'm thinking what we can also do is maybe in here just... Okay, that didn't seem to have worked for some reason. What we can do is build another little road there, just to help, that way it's not all the traffic coming in this one spot. So we can now have traffic come straight in that way and out as well. So let's see what else we can do in terms of this. Okay, so I think what we're going to have to do is we will have to build that and that. There we go. Okay, so that's not much use to us at the moment. We can't really do anything with it. But in time, as we start gaining more money, we should be sorted. So, what is our electricity like? Plenty of electricity, so that's fine. And in terms of policies, what can we put in? Okay, well I'm thinking first that, so before we make policies, we will set a district. So also, as this is our industrial district, this will all be one big district. The great thing is, once you set it, you're not stuck to just that area. You can expand it as well, or reduce it. So that's Sheffield Park. Okay, so we'll make this a big district. This will eventually in time become our old town. So we can have that. There we go. So, no. So I'm thinking maybe there. There we go. There we go. Okay, so this will be our old town. This will eventually become our new town. It is quite possible that in the future this will all be upgraded and become the starting point of the city centre. But for now it's a road town. So what you can do is once you've done that, you can set specific policies for specific districts. So we can reduce their power usage. We don't want to limit them too much at the moment. That's good as well. We don't want garbage piling up. Smoking ban increases their health, slightly decreases happiness, but still. Okay, that's fine. And what we'll do is now for this one, we'll go for parks and recreation, will go up. And that's all we really need there. And we'll do the same one for... Oh, nope, don't want to rename. Parks and recreation, and maybe a smoking ban too. Okay, so there we go. Let's see what happens now. Hopefully we'll see the amount of garbage going down now. We've got 2 landfills. So let's look and hope. Well, that's just annoying. But it's okay, in time we'll get that money back. Now why the hell are these not picking up the garbage? They really should be. You have a police station. Ugh. These citizens are just being whiny. I do not like these citizens. Underhill Heights, Holly Heights, and Sheffield Park. So that's our district for now. I'm really hoping we can just start earning money again pretty soon. So we've got a residential starting to go up, so people want to move into the city. So that's fine. What we'll do is we'll start building up. And there we go. And I'm thinking what we'll also do is we'll just build here this little neighborhood. There we go. That should help us quite a bit. We'll also just build these outside houses. On the outside of the neighborhood. We don't want it to all be confined to the inside. So, there we go. Okay, so as you can see, houses are beginning to get built in there. We should probably we'll build a little shop out here for them. That way they've got a shop to go to. And I think what we'll do is we'll also build a little shop out here. That way our workers have somewhere they can shop to get their lunch. So that should help as well. Okay, so I am really frustrated that we don't seem to have much in the way of trucks going out. Okay, so hopefully very soon. As I've said before, once our money starts getting back into the positive, we'll be able to build more avenues for them to get from here to here. Both the workers and the garbage trucks. But now it's just a case of maintaining what we've got and holding off the crumbling city until then. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe if we turn this little bit here into a commercial area as well, what we will do is eventually we will establish a sort of commercial district. Later on in the game you also get office space, so we can create like an office area as well. But for now, this will have to do. I haven't had a city collapse this badly since I first started playing, but these things happen. Okay, so we can build some stuff there. Maybe actually before we do that, we'll destroy that and create yet another zone there. Okay, brilliant. And we'll zone out from here and start to create housing. There we go. A little bit of area there for everything. And there we go. So hopefully this will help. These really don't seem to be working. I want to check. Is their budget fine? Okay, so we'll put our budget up a little bit for them. Hopefully that will help. Ah! I have now discovered the root of our problem. I am an idiot. That is our issue here. These are all one-way roads. So, because of those one-way roads, people weren't able to get to the bridge. So that's fine. Now we've got that sorted, that should hopefully help quite a bit. That's what I'm hoping anyway. So in that case, since we've discovered the problem, we'll take that back down. So, let's see. Okay, so build some commercial over there. We can start a commercial over here too. So that was my plan for that bit there. I was going to make it commercial, but you know what? This works fine as well. We don't really need to expand on it. Okay, so this side really didn't seem to be working very well. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. It is, oh no. And now we've got fire starting, which is really not good. Thankfully we've got plenty of firefighters to help with this. So we'll build some more over here. So we'll make that another sort of commercial street. And then the rest can become like that. See? And now we've... oh, there we go. And there we go. Oh, and we've got this little area here to build some houses. Okay, so hopefully that will help. Mainly with money. Not gonna help with all this. Oh, and there we go. So, we now just... our city was going bankrupt, so we've just been given some money. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll build it a little bit like this, and then in there. Okay, so people aren't happy about having their houses destroyed, but it does give us more space to do with this. So what we'll do is we'll delete that. Oh, nope, didn't mean to delete that one too. We'll build this one over to here. There we go. And delete that, and build that to over there. Okay, so all we can do now is hope for the best. So let's see here. I want straight line. And then a squiggly. Or not squiggly, but a sort of turn. Okay, so hopefully that should help a little bit with some stuff. The other thing I want to do is I think if we kind of build out to here, then we could possibly create something like this. There we go, see a nice turning point there. And what we can also do is we can use this to, boom, expand into there, giving more routes for it to, you know, travel around. So what we'll do, what else do we need? So when we've got education, we've got plenty of police. Fire, we could do with more fire. So I'm thinking what we'll do is, if we place fire up there, boom, covers that entire area, also gives it access to that to get the bridge to get back into the city, or to the industrial. So we should be pretty sorted. So let's see if this helps. Oh wait, before we do that, I think I want to expand our water, that way we can build up there as soon as we need to. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so I think next we'll just build a little bit into here. We can build a rather nice area. And what we'll do is we'll turn this into yet another commercial zone, since people really want their commercial. And then all of this can become residential, which will bring in more people and therefore more taxes and more money. And some there. There we go. Okay, so let's hope that this helps a bit. I'm thinking also some commercial around this area. And they seem to be wanting some more industry, so we'll place some industry here, maybe some up here. And as we can see, oh no, that's a garbage truck going into the building, but still, it shows there are garbage trucks. And here's one leaving, which is good, that's what we need. So, let's see. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll follow this garbage truck, see where it goes. Okay, and start. Oh, wait. I lost our garbage truck. And start. And as we'd hoped, they're now using the new bridge to go straight out towards our main city. So this should help with picking up the trash. So obviously, as I'd expected at the beginning, it was simply, there wasn't anywhere for them to get there somehow. They weren't using the main bridge. No, they are actually using the bridge and coming into the city. So I'm counting that as a success. Okay, so we'll leave that truck to go about its business. Obviously, if there are abandoned buildings, you want to get rid of them as quickly as you can, because they can cause issues. The more abandoned buildings are, the more likely people in the surrounding area will move out, because no one wants to live next to an old, abandoned, empty building. And as you can see, all the buildings that have the symbols, garbage symbol of them, are beginning to disappear, because now the garbage is being taken out. We do have the burned down building here, that's fine. And our money, for the first time in a while, is back into the positives. We're gaining money now. Soon our budget, or actual disposable income, will be up as well. We'll be able to actually buy things again, without needing to wait for other things such as, what do you call it? Oh yeah, dowries or payments from reaching milestones. So we're now at the point where things are looking up. We've got plenty of electricity as well, that's not an issue. What about our water? Plenty of water. Healthcare is pretty well. At the moment we don't really need more than one health centre, as we're not that big. Police should be fine. This one building here doesn't seem to like it, but tough for them. Citizen happiness, generally speaking, people are happy. Okay. Quite a lot of noise pollution, but that's always bound to happen. Okay, so, let's see. And as you can see from our money, we're now in the positives big time. I say big time, but for a small city like this, yeah, it's big time. So I think next what we'll do when we've got the money is we'll expand these roads up into here, just so we've got more space to play with, as these roads do eventually need to get built anyway, so we may as well focus on that next. So I think what we'll do is we'll call it an end for the night there, guys. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to let me know. You can send me it. You can comment down below in the comment section. Let me know what you think, anything you'd like me to see me do or expand on in the city. And I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll name these areas. If you want, comment below and we'll see if we can pick your name to go into your city as one of our districts. Okay, until then guys, have a great time, and bye.